Like the song, Myself is Heart. No doubt, we can stop our heart from being selfish, but at what cost? Is it at the cost of our own future? To remind and to mark the preeminence of forests, we commemorate the first part of Mahotshav celebration 2019 with ANURAG BAJPAI, Additional Principal Chief Conservator of Forests, Forest Department, Manipur, interviewing Hemis Kakchingtabam Ritesh Sharma.
Well, we are back again this year with Anurag Bajpai regarding this Forest Festival 78 Ban Mahotshav. To speak on that, he's here. Thank you so much for coming to our studio first. And before we talk on that, how is it like to come back again?
Kurumjari, to all, today I am really feeling little emotional that I am coming for the third time to our studio. This is All India Radio, this is our studio. And I feel really exhilarated to speak again on some issues related to forest, environment, climate, which are very important for the people. So I am really happy that All India Radio has given me another opportunity to speak on these issues.
We are really happy that in spite of having a busy schedule, you come to our studio to share some thoughts on this. So we are going to start on that. So why is this Van Mahotsav celebrated? And can you just mention a brief history of this?
Yes, actually it was started in the year 1950 by the then Union Agriculture Minister.
Okay.
He was actually Minister of Agriculture and Food. His name was Dr. K.M. Munshi. So he actually had some vision about the food security, about the climate, about conservation of forest and environment. So he has actually mooted this idea to have this kind of festival of trees or festival of forests. So in 1950 it is started, and this year we are celebrating 70th Van Mahotsav throughout the country. In all the states it is being celebrated at the same time. So this is the festival of trees, festival of forest. The main purpose of this festival was to ensure the food security, to ensure the crop production, maintain soil fertility, these kind of actually ideas perhaps he had at that point of time. So it was a very visionary idea which he had at that point of time.
And one thing which always comes to our mind is, why do we celebrate this particular month, July, as the celebration time? Why this specific month for celebrating this particular festival?
No, it's a very good question what you have raised, because people may ask that why it is in July only, why not in June or why not in October?
Right.
So July, because it is the season of onset of monsoon. So that is why this season was selected, because there are plenty of chances for a seedling to get survived in the extreme condition. There are no extreme condition. Some good temperature is there, good moisture is there, rainfall is there. So that is why this season, this monsoon season, was selected for the purpose of this Van Mahotsav.
And what's the significance of this, and how important it will be, or it has become, considering the fact that the deteriorating climate change that is happening around?
Yes, this Van Mahotsav is basically involvement of all, because environment, forest, climate, it concerns to all. So it is everybody's responsibility. It is not only a particular department or particular wing of a government which can protect such a large resource which is open from all sides. Because a tree cannot be protected by a department or by a wing of the government. It has to be protected by all. Because it is providing benefit to everybody. It gives oxygen to everybody. We are just custodian. We are trying to facilitate the protection of those forests, those trees, that environment or climate. We are trying to protect, and we are trying to guide the people so that a particular kind of environment we can achieve, particular kind of forest we can achieve. So significance of this festival, if we see, it involves the people, it involves the children, it involves women, it involves everybody, villagers, school, whosoever it is. Every institution gets involved in it, number one. Number two, with the department, if we see, we just go for plantation in our areas which are under our custody. But there are areas which are beyond our custody. Say community land, farmlands, or school, or institutions. There are many institutions, there are security forces. These areas are not in our control. where we can plant. But these areas cannot remain barren. So we have this kind of opportunity, that is Van Mahotsav, where we involve everybody.
To connect everyone, yeah.
We try to connect everybody. And once they get involved, they also try to plant, try to cover their areas, which is very important for us, which is important for everybody, for them also. Because in Van Mahotsav, what we focus on plantation of fruit trees, plantation of flowering trees, all local species. We don't use exotics. So we go for local species. And what happens, once these trees grow, the benefit of getting fruits, benefit of getting flowers, benefit of getting shade, benefit of getting oxygen, benefit of getting soil fertility, it will go to the people only. Nobody else, not to a particular government wing or the department. So that is the significance. People get involved. And once it becomes a mass movement, certainly it is going to affect the local environment, local climate. All the things are important for us. So that is the significance. And you know, where you have seen that what we are facing in Manipur. Manipur, if you see, in the past few days also, if we have seen, the rainfall it is not a kind of a regular rainfall, although the monsoon has set in. But it is a kind of erratic. Sometimes it is sunny, sometimes it is cloudy, and it rains heavily and it stops.
Fluctuation, yeah.
Then flash floods. In the past year also we have seen at many places flash floods. So why it is happening basically? It is happening because of certain reasons. Earlier it was not the situation. The situation has changed over a period of time because trees have felled in the upper reaches. Felling is going on in upper reaches. So there is no mechanism in the soil to retain the moisture, to retain the water. So once that mechanism is lost, the water along with the soil, it is coming down and it is turning into flash floods. Why rainfall is erratic? Because now the trees are not there, which keeps the environment cool.
Now it's very
hot.
Yeah.
It is, the clouds are there, it rains, finish, again sunny. So this erratic rainfall pattern has also set in the state. And it is not the matter of a state, it is across the country or means across the world. The same kind of things are happening. That is what a climate change, why we see. You see the temperature of Manipur, how it has gone up. Earlier you were not using the fans even in your home, but now you are using ACs. So temperature has gone up. Why it has gone up? Because the green cover. People may say that no, there are forests, plenty of forests. Yes, I say. Still we are having 77.69% forest cover in the state, which is excellent in the country. We are, I think, number 2 or number 3 in the country.
That's good.
In terms of forest cover. But the quality of forest has gone down. The density of forest. Earlier it used to be 90% canopy cover, 80% canopy cover. But now it has come down to 40% canopy cover. Why? The felling has taken place in between among them. The big trees have gone.
So in spite of the steps taken up by the forest department and in spite of the awareness that has been given, not just for the sake of celebrating such kind of festival, where do you think the loophole is?
The loophole, I don't say. Basically, see, there are two kind of people in the society. One are positive thinker, others are negative thinker. Negative thinkers, if I say, I'm being little blunt, negative thinkers means they think of their own only. It is a human greed. You see, what are the pressures the forest department is facing? Forest department is facing pressure like encroachments. Heavy encroachment in valley as well as in hills. Once the encroachment is there, it means the felling will take place. Felling will take place, green cover will go. Number 2, illegal cutting of earth. Why these hillocks are there in the valley? Has anybody thought ever? No. Illegal cutting of earth, it is coming from those hillocks. Hillocks actually maintain the local climate. They become the barrier of the clouds. They are maintaining the green cover. We have the green cover on those hillocks only. Where is the green cover in valley? It is on hillocks. And we are taking earth from those hillocks. Once those hillocks go, you will see the situation after few years, what will happen.
The change.
That is the second thing. Third thing, besides this, illegal felling of trees is taking place in hills. We are trying to stop them. We are trying to stop along with the police, along with Assam Rifles, along with CRPF, but still it's taking place because we are short of staff.
Right.
Heavy shortage of staff is there with the department. Then forest fires. Once the fire takes place, I think this year more than 200 incidents of forest fire have taken place in the state.
Okay.
And where it is taking place? Where is the forest? It is in hills. Mostly in hills, or this our Langol,
Right.
Nongmaiching. These are the forest area. And by ignorance or by intention, just people throw some matchstick or throw cigarette or whatever it is.
Right.
It can happen. We are having two kinds of fire, man-made fires, and the other is, this means natural fires are there,
Right.
but man-made fires are also there. So you just see why this natural fire started happening in the state, because temperature is rising.
Right. So everything
So
is related.
the forest fire, encroachment, illegal felling, and then we are having smuggling of your medicinal plants, smuggling of your minor forest produce, heavy smuggling, because we are at the border.
Right.
Manipur is the border, and East Asian Highway is passing through our state.
Right. True.
It is noted as internationally known one of the most sensitive highway to smuggling of wildlife articles, of non-timber forest produce, or medicinal plants, or timber. It is one of the known, internationally known. So that is why the department needs the staff,
Right.
sufficient staff for the protection, for patrolling, because we need to do 24/7 patrolling. For that purpose, we don't have staff. But I don't say, that is why we have to involve the people also.
Right.
People have to become at least they have to supplement our efforts. Unless people get aware about the negative impacts of such kind of felling, such kind of encroachment in forest, it is we who will face all the adverse effect of the deforestation or degradation of soil, because this will happen.
Right.
The song Sacrifice rings a bell to us in a great way. As time goes along, it seems trees are being sacrificed to a great extent, making the span of civilization break. The sooner we realize the importance of festival like Ban Mahotsav and its significance, the better future we have. Well then, that's the first part of Ban Mahotsav Celebration 2019 with Anurag BAJPAI, Additional Principal, Chief Conservator of Forest Department, Manipur. Interviewing him was Kakching Dabam Ritesh Sharma. We will be back again next week with the second part. Until then, keep planting seeds.